Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Blood Bowl action. I finally got my first win so far in the season and my roster is starting to at least get going. We are getting incredibly close for, two of my Sorai to get a level up, and with some really convenient, maybe a little bit lucky touchdowns, I could get another one to level up in a very timely manner. But this is going to be, perhaps, the perfect opportunity for me to do is just that very thing. For interestingly enough, we are going to be playing against an AI vampire count team. And the main reason that we have an AI team in general for this league is it's so we could round it out since we originally had 11 players for each of the divisions. So I don't know exactly how that would work for the league if we stuck with 11 players, but the AI is supposed to even it out so that way everyone has a match for every single week there, as opposed to maybe someone having a week off, which I suppose might be what happened if we did the league with only 11 players. But at the moment, that is only the that is the only AI opponent that we have for this division, so we are going to get back into our regularly scheduled commentary and Slugfest against some real adversaries next week. But like I said before, this is a really good opportunity for me to get at least 2 more levels up in on my Sorai. Axmatil and Achel, if they are lucky enough to either get an injury in, or if I can get them the ball to do a touchdown, I am very, very confident that I can get 2 Sorai leveled up this match. Never mind the fact that MVP could also be given to one of them. And maybe, again, if I can get an injury on either one of these 0 of 6 SPP players, then that might be a possibility for 3 level ups. But I'm realistically expecting to ideally get 2 of them leveled up, and then I will be well prepared for the rest of this season. The rest of this regular season, or was it? This division. I'm at a loss of words today. What can I say? And the vampire count, I already briefly looked over them, have almost nothing going for them. They only got 1 level up, so this is going to be pretty generic and pretty straightforward. But they are going to have a good enough inducements, and I have checked this multiple times in like a friendly match just in to kind of prepare myself as a way to increase the likeliness I get what I want out of this match. They are going to be inducing Hack and Igor, I believe. At least that's what the friendly match AI had done. So it's possible that might change with like 230 inducements, I believe. But I made sure I am prepared for this, and I will talk more about it as we get started. I know I have a really good idea of what I want to do. It's just a question if the dice are going to go my way or not. That's always a possibility. Since I did take a little bit of preparation to kind of see what the starting formations were for the AI, so at least I could ideally prepare against them. Help to minimize the chances things screw me over, but when they have a chainsaw, that might not go very well for me, and so far everything is looking as I at least thought before. They got Helmet, the chainsaw, and they got Igor, which is just a block thrall with a thick skull, I think it is. So far everything is looking normal, and there's only 2 pre-made formations for the vampires, so I have a good idea what they are, where they're going to be placed, because that also means I know where the chainsaw and their star player is going to be. Only annoying... Oh, what was that noise? I don't know why it was giving me reconnect, but let me just double check. Okay, the stream is still recording audio. I was worried if something disconnected from what that audio was indicating, that maybe it would mess something up. But we're looking good. And as per that, I am going to go on defense again, because in all honesty, the idea that I've been told with playing defense is Lizardmen kind of need as many players on the field as possible to have the strongest possible defense. And that's a lot of the reason why I'm always choosing defense. And since I played, my first 2 seasons was Bretonians and Was it? I'm getting sidetracked because I am trying to remember my strategy here some too. Do I even want it this way? Yeah, I don't think I want it this wide. Because you can very easily get a 1-die block here, and I don't want to allow that. Now, if I remember correctly, depending on their formation, a chainsaw is going to be one of these three in the front line. Normally it's on the left here, I've been finding. So I want to put the fodders on over there, the expendables as it were. So that way they aren't that way they don't hit something valuable. The star, yeah, Igor. He's a weird one, isn't he? Oh, he doesn't even have block. For some reason I thought he had block, or maybe I'm mistaken it for this one. Because again, I have been practicing, or at least preparing for this, because I want to maximize the chances of getting these 2 Sorai leveled up. I want to, ideally, if at all possible, if Nuffle will at least grace me it, to get 2 level ups in, and then I should be in really good position for the rest of the season. So what I'm expecting, Chainsaw is going to be somewhere in the middle here, which is why I put the 0 SPP Sorai here to help reduce the risk of something valuable getting killed. And the Strength 5 are on the side because the Vampires are also going to be in the middle. Let's see which one they take. Alright, wide formation. Sadly the Chainsaw is on the opposite side. With the tight formation, the Chainsaw would be where Igor is. So we'll see what happens. A Blitz. I was not prepared for this. Joke's on me, I guess. But we can still work with this. Because where is the biggest risk? Is it possible... Can I do something about the Chainsaw? Because he... In all respect, the Chainsaw does scare me because he is a bit of a wild card. But with red dice, that's... And they have stand firm, so red dice is almost not really worth it. Because even a push is going to get negated. So the only thing I can really think of is do a 1-die block on one of these thralls here. And I do want to keep 2 skinks in the middle in case they do break a hole, or an opening there. And... gotta be very careful 1-die block going badly here. I was ill prepared for it because I put everyone on the front line, of course. Now, the big question, do I dodge out or not? I guess I'll take a push. I'm not going to tempt my luck, since I was more prepared to deal with the brute force type of strategy. Do I chance to dodge? Because the chainsaw's over here, the skink's already covering that flank, so I think I'm okay. Not chance. Well, it's better odds than getting bashed with a 2-die block, let's be fair. But at the same time, everyone's already tied up, so it's not like they can get a 2-die block easily. So I think it's safe to just stand there. They need to roll a 6, basically, to knock me down. And I'd rather avoid... Well, we'll see what happens. If the dice go badly for them, they may not even get a chance to block them. But I am again scared of the Chainsaw, and the Vampire should just Hypnotic Gaze. Which sadly works out there. Now what are you going to do next? Blitz the Skink? No surprise there. It is a 0 SPP Skink, so... And only a knockout. Good start for him for sending my numbers, at least. Vampire dodges. Chainsaw, what are you going to do? Good, good. That was a 58% chance. And thankfully, well, it's probably more in my favor when you consider the kickback. So thankfully, that worked out well, but now I have to punch back. And with my skink knocked out, I'm not going to get a 3-die block with my Croxagore very easily. Now, where do I put you? Because I get a 3-die block here. I have block on you, but I need to deal with the Chainsaw first if I want to get the 2-die assist. And I have 3 rerolls. And now I have 2 rerolls. And now my turn ends immediately. I got an injury at least, so... Oh god, no! Say the one curse they could have done. The worst possible fate. Having to listen to endless chainsaw clattering. Well, that's not exactly how I want my level up, but it works. And my front line is still decent for the moment. For the moment. So they do knock him down. And now they're in a position to get a 2-die block on the Croxagore, if they so wish. But they're too scared of that. An injury kills Helmet. Well, technically Helmet killed himself, but it's not exactly how I wanted an injury, considering that was literally my first move, I think. But I have so much muscle the AI is too scared to fight me. Which is part of why I want to prepare so much for this. Okay, so you're armor 7. I don't even think I want you close to the skinks in case you blitz. So I could blitz the vampire, because I'm going to be literally right next to this guy. But will I have a window to actually blitz the vampire? That's the thing I don't like. Statistically, I should blitz with, or at least do something with the block piece first, but if I can get a window to blitz the vampire, that would be just as good. So you're going to stay standing, alas. And I can crowd surf the Sorai to safety if it suits me, or at least push their vampire away. There we go. Now, who do I want to push? This will give me the assist I want, actually, so let's do this. Knockout. So we do have the numbers advantage now, at least. Which isn't going to mean much until maybe the second half. Since my big muscle is kind of pincered in here at the moment. But now I have a 2-die block. If it works properly. And there's no way I can get a 3-die block over here without getting blitzing with the block piece, though. And where do I want to put my skinks in case things go bad? And you should be fine here because I'm going to blitz in a moment. Now we'll chance our 2-die block. I don't think I'm going to reroll because it's still way early in the half. I do get the knockdown though, but where the hell do I put you? Because I'm thinking it's probably just going to bounce up. And I already moved my skink, so it's not like I could grab the ball. Oh my god. It wasn't a regeneration either, so that was a big deal. Or actually, they have the Apo, never mind. That's why we saw the animation. I would love to reroll that to even chance it, but I will not take 6 pluses, but temporarily taking a vampire is a big deal. And I'm going to commit to the same strategy I've been doing before. I want to make every attempt to get one of these Sorai to touchdown. Now, and Krosa, knocking out another vampire would be great. But I think... Actually, I can move the skink first. Both are 1 and 9. I'd rather the skink fail than have the croc score bonehead or something. And we have a 58% chance on breaking armor at least. Nom nom! I'll take a stun. Of course, every Bashy team wants as many injuries as possible, but I think on average, at least until I can get more Mighty Blow, I think realistically 2 injuries, maybe 3 if I'm lucky, is what you can normally expect. But I guess it depends on the team too. Although, that's not including a chainsaw, which basically killed themselves for me, I suppose. And it felt so much longer, I'm just realizing that was like only my second turn. Because just now my sore eye is recovering. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have followed up. Because that leaves a window for really bad injuries. And the thrall, Igor, is trying to be dodgy, the nerve of him. Now the big question, who do I want to get the ball? Because the Chell could potentially get an injury. So I most certainly want to try someone else to get the ball. So Olar might get the honors. How am I going to do that, though? Well, without a doubt, blitzing with Oratul there might allow for that opportunity. Also, you have block, but I need to get you an assist first. So let's start with that. Alright, give me a nice easy knockdown. And I'll take a push. Because you're still next to the tail regardless. Next up on my bag of tricks. 2-die block there. A potential 3-die there, but I would have to move my skinks. And I do want to try and soften them up as much as possible for the second half. Where things could go ridiculously in my favor if I can knock enough of them out. I'm just not going to have very many players on this surrounding the balls, the only thing I'm worried about. By next turn, you might just get knocked down. I really want to follow up, I'm not going to lie, but I think the skinks will take out that thrall for me. Never mind. Kai Silly will do that for me. Now, you bash him. We have reroll still. Sadly, it's only a meager push, so nothing too exciting there. Now I get a 2-die block on the vampire. And that works out well for me. Do I chance scattering it to give me more opportunities to pick up the ball? Nah, I already know who I want to get the ball, so I think I'm fine with that. Now, the pickup is likely going to fail if I'm willing to burn the reroll. That's basically a 50-50, so am I worried about Igor being a pain? Especially with Dauntless. Maybe I just leave my skink there. So we'll try Krosa. Bonehead, unfortunately. So that frees up the thrall, but the vampire might just hypnotic gaze. And now let's chance the ball pickup. Nah, I'm not going to chance it this time. If I can get a few turns to try and pick it up, then things will be looking good to at least get the touchdown with them. Nope. So now they got the 2-die block, sadly, with the vampire. So I'm regretting not following up now. Bloodlust, so are you going to do something stupid? Like Vampire AI does. Yep, you did something stupid. That's the AI for you. It's why I made the preparations I did, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get as much SPP as I can off this team. On top of the AI probably not being all that exciting in general, but let's see, who do I want to blitz? Because I basically have all this left side and the ball. Yeah, there's almost nothing I can do with the ball so long as I don't give them an opportunity to just walk right in. And I have the skinks here to just push him out, with another skink available later. I'm not even going to chance fouling because I want to ideally just push him out for a lot less risk. Again, Ular, you are going to try and pick up the ball. I'm not even going to chance blocking if you just activate him. Okay. So I'm going to need some Sorai to back that up. And I do have a Blitz, and I'm probably going to burn on... Yeah, I'm probably just going to burn my Blitz to attack the vampire, honestly. So with that said, let's just do the Blitz now. Okay, down you go. Now, where do I put you? How much movement did I burn? 2, 3, so you have 3 movements, so I think I'll just put you up here then. Just so you can cover all my bases. While the Croc score is napping. A Rattle. Let's see, without that I want you tying up players. Oh, you have to dodge, so never mind. I do... I'm not... If I move with the Skink, I am almost positive they're going to try and blitz with that Thrall. Otherwise, I would love to get a 2-die block on Igor here. How? Am I fine? Yeah, I think I might actually be okay here. The Vampire can't get a 2-die block on anything, so maybe I don't need the support over there anymore. I gotta stop trying to dodge with a Chell, though. That might actually help me. I'm trying to pick up the ball, not dodge, damn it. Okay, good, good. I'll take that. Now... You are Agility 3. I am... I think I'll have the Skink go here, just in case the bounce stays near him. And I think I'll actually chance the reroll to increase the odds. And with the reroll, that is a 55% chance to get it. And after 3 attempts, I believe I can't remember the odds. Is it what, 70-ish%, I think? Likeliness to get the ball? I can't remember. I know I did the math somewhere. I just, for the life of me, can't remember. Okay, so we know we're just gonna kill you. Got the 1-die block. So Vampire dodges. We are not out of this yet. So if I can get a 3-die block or get my my block piece can't get on him, sadly. So I might have to rely on a 3-die block. And speaking of which, I might not have enough players to even chance a 3-die block, honestly. Since my strength 5 piece is tied up in my Croc score, I don't think my Croc score can even get there, and I don't even want to chance another bonehead. So down you go. Vampire cannot reach the ball if I successfully blitz him. And you are off the field. So, step 1, get the block. Step 2, make sure if I don't knock him down that he's stuck in a really bad spot. So that he can't really dodge out. Actually, what I think I would do for everyone's sanity will turn out the audio effects just a touch to make the chainsaw not as intrusive. It's not really annoying me, but I have no idea if it's annoying anyone else. Actually, let me just have the Croc score here. Now, I think we just focus on the Blitz first. Ideally the one who could use a level up in case the ball scatters, bounces to him. Okay, maybe I'll turn it back up then. Okay, problem solved there. Now the big question, where does the ball go? How many players do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's no way they can get a 2-die block here. You could assist the vampire up here if you move properly, so I don't know where to put a rattle. Alright, if you think it sounds fine there, then I'll just boost it a tiny bit. I'm just trying to be aware that that chainsaw is still going. Alright, Kai Sealy, you knock him down. I burnt my blitz. And where do I put you? Yeah, just tie up the thrall. I think that might be best. So he has to dodge out or do something. Now let's try again with the pickup. Do I chance to reroll or not? Because I'm going to have no rerolls for blocking later. Now I'm just really... Actually, just for the sake of the stream, I really am curious what the odds were to picking that up. I'm not looking at the game at the moment while I try and open up the calculator. Well, it helps if I browse properly. I'm not even anywhere near the calculator, am I? What was that? That was a 1-die block, boo. Best I could ask for, since that was really the only thing they could do. Now, I'm just going to pause this quickly. Oh, dang it. I did not realize my audio was still playing on the phone. Yeah, I apologize for that, so I'm just curious. So that was 4 attempts. Am I doing this right? So that's 55 there after 2 attempts. We are looking at, if I'm reading this right, the third attempt there was like a 68-ish % chance of picking up the ball, and then one more. This may be boring, but it was a 1 in 5 chance basically of not picking up that ball by this point. So that's a little unfortunate. If I did that statistic properly. And what are my priorities? Making sure they don't get another white die block, ideally. I want to avoid giving them that. I want everything they have to be red dice if I can get away with it. So that just begs the question, what do I do with my skinks? Because I have 3 turns left, so I need to get the ball this turn or I just won't be able to score a touchdown. So I might be forced to use my reroll. So with that said, what skink do I touchdown with? Probably a Doe Mundi, if I'm serious. Actually, I could get a 3-die block here, so let's go over there. Minimize the risk. Because I just burnt my blitz, I'm realizing. It's a good thing I got the extra dice. That could have very easily gone bad. Because you see that both down in his skull would have been my roll. The thrall is being stubborn, to say the least. And sadly, he's in a terrible spot right now. Because I can't really support over here very well. I think I just leave a Sorai over here, just in case that fails. Okay, push. That's not terrible because the Croxagore is now in everything. That's part of the reason why I would like that Sorai down there to help support. Now, this is probably the last chance I'm comfortable getting the damn ball with the Croc's Gore. So I'm gonna go for broke and actually burn the reroll on this. What do I do with the other skink though? Because if I put the skink over here to deny assist, they are without a doubt gonna attack it. And I need someone to keep an eye on Igor. So I might as well someone who's expendable. Final chance. One more time. It took us 6 rolls, but we finally got it. And even then, that's not even going to give me my level up, let's be serious. So unless I can touch down with him again, I'm probably not going to get anything. As far as my next match with Swen is concerned. Ah, they got the gaze. So that frees up one Thrall, but the Thrall's in a terrible spot anyway. Now they get a 2-die block. Alright, down goes a Chell. Injury, what kind of injury are we looking at here? Badly hurt, I'll take it. That does hurt my numbers, but it's my ball on the second half. Oh yes, I remember good old Boris. You can count on him to screw up your statistics, can't you? Since he rolled, what, 4, maybe 5 ones in a row on the pickup? I remember him fondly. Can I get a 3-die block on you? And who do I blitz with that said? More than likely the one with block, since I don't have any rerolls anymore. Although, I'll have to stop basing them as well. And I think I need one more for a 3-die block. 5, 6, so yeah, I need one more. Actually, if you get knocked down, I want you to go over here. So maybe I positioned the skink wrong. So down you go. Get the hell off here, will you? Nope, he's still there. And I think, ideally, I just want to deny them any opportunistic blitz, so I think I'm going to dodge with the skink, block with my Sorai here to keep Axmatil alive, in case. And then, maybe, Krosa can injure a vampire for us. Nope. At least we got the double skulls out of the way for a block that wasn't all too terribly important, but I am vulnerable to a 2-die block. So you're gonna block the skink, no surprise. Can you survive? Thank you. And that's only a 1-die, so they screwed up there. Still was relatively safe with the block. And I'm not even going to chance blocking with no rerolls, so unless I can get a 3-die block here, that would be the exception, because I am right next to my block piece. I'll chance that at least. No armor breaks or anything, so it was worth trying. Now the big question, can I get another touchdown with either Ular or one of my Sorai that already got experience? Because I'm curious, which Sorai was it that was injured? Both of them got up, so I am at a numbers disadvantage, aren't I? But it is my half, so that was the one that could have leveled up, dang it, so... I guess Ular is going to be relying on doing the touchdown again. Unless Oratul gets a lucky injury. Yeah, might still get the MVP, but I'm realistically expecting to get only 2 level ups here. The MVP helps makes that a little more likely, but of course I'm relying on maybe getting the ball with Ular to make sure I get that 2nd level up. Now, let's see, I'm going to do the claw. Who's blocking first? Uxol's going to block. That'll push him down. Oratul will push him down if it, and then these 2 block. And then we'll see what happens afterwards. And I'm down 2 players, aren't I? Yep, I am. Okay, it's not one of my players, so I don't care. We would have preferred it on a vampire, but... ah, well. Block first. Now we just push him down the conga line. We'll push you down. Sadly, I did not mean it literally, but that's what we got. And I do have to be careful since I don't really have much blocking them, should they choose to try and go around my players. But they're only movement 6, so they're not too terrifying even with that said. Moving down the conga line, just getting nothing but pushes. So Kaisili. Never push, boo. I think I was... Yeah, I need another Sora, actually. Because I should have pushed them back to the left, is what I should have done. Well, I burnt all my bad luck, or bad rolls on the pushes. But with that said, I'm a little bit worried about blocking with Krosa. So he survives too. I don't think I want to follow you up because I'm more worried about the vampires trying to sneak on by. Now the big question, burn the reroll or not for picking this up? Because if it fails, I'm more vulnerable over here. I think I'll burn it just this one time. Just to at least increase the odds some. I kind of wish I had Kaisili on the flank here, so that way it's a lot harder for him to just break my front line with the strength 5, but I figured they were going to go after the skink. It's an easy 3-die block, and if they do bad on a Bloodlust roll, that would be pretty good. Like right now. Yep, they did not re-roll it. So that's going to end their turn immediately because of the bad positioning. And that's one vamp out. Now, downside, if I don't kill these guys, they're just gonna tie up a lot of my muscle. So let's try with the block piece. Finally gain some results. Now, I really do wonder how I'm going to position myself, because I am still going to commit to picking up the damn ball. I'm just probably not going to chance a reroll, though. So you're strength 5, I would love to put you where the skink is if I'm serious, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. I need muscle Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty spread out, so I need to be really careful here. But they only have like 3 players over here that can contest me at the moment. Unless they want to commit 3 players over here or 1 die block. Or do I have Krosa? Nah. I think Krosa... Would Krosa be better trying to tie up this vampire or not? Because they can still get a 1 die block if I don't send someone else up there. I'm trying to imagine what my formation might look like, because they could break a hole here with the vampire. So I might dodge with the skink to try and plug that in a bit. You are strength 5 Sorai, so that's going to be really hard to muscle through without the vampire. Now, where do I put you? Because if they blitz here, I'm covered pretty well. And if the vampire will have to burn all its movement to blitz here. And I'm just going to tie up this... I'm just going to have the skink tie up here and then the Sorai go up here to just help with the vampire. So I think that's okay there. They can still dodge through. Actually, I think I keep this Sorai back in case something goes wrong. Kind of like my Blitzer, who's free, who can maneuver around. Even though that's technically what Ular kind of is, I suppose. An R4. I'm not going to chance to reroll this time. So if I remember correctly, that was like a 68-ish% chance to pick up the ball, maybe? With those 3 rolls. So there's the 2 die. They do get the POW, but I still have my tackle zones covered. And now they're going to attack Krosa. So there's their 2 die block with the vampire. Only a push, I'll take it. Oh, it was the Thrall that did that, okay. The skink lives. But now I think my Croc score needs a little bit of backup, especially with how many of them are being tied up. Can you survive 1 more block? Especially since it's a 1 die block now, so you're just going to Hypnotic Gaze, aren't you? Okay, I can live with that. I would love the block, but I think it's better to just tie him up right now. Because I can push Igor up. You don't have blocks, so much for push him up. And I have a blitz to try and free up some players. I gotta be careful, I'm gonna have very little muscle on the left here. Because if I commit to this blitz, you're probably gonna fill Kai Silly's spot, is what I'm thinking here. Will you have enough movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're only gonna have 1 point of movement. Unless I knock him down, then you might be able to do it. I was hoping to have him up here with the Thrall. I do get the knockdown, so I get the best of both worlds at least. Okay, I'll take some knockouts. It gives me more breathing room for my muscle to kind of flex their muscle. Now, I would love... I really do want more Sorai up here, but it's a little... It's not convenient, sadly. Because I realistically would have loved my block piece to go up here, and then my strength 5 to go here to tie up everyone. As it stands, I could tie up 2 of them, and you can allow the vampire a 2-die block. Now, So you get a 1-die block here. I'm just wondering if I assist with the skinks or not. Because I think I just get the 2-die block over here. Because I think Ular is safe at the moment. So long as these guys don't get ridiculously lucky. And I get a 2-die block here. And then if he gets back up, then that frees up 2 skinks for next turn. Alright, attempt number 4. I think that is getting close to 80%. Although we rolled 4 4s in a row. I'm not going to chance it. I am really open. If they can break through, that can cause a lot of problems. But Bloodlust, although there's so many thralls, that's not really a problem for him, is it? And they did succeed the gaze, so who are you going to munch? Which one was that? Okay. So they do get a... They still red dice here because of strength 5. Vampire did something stupid, but they have the reroll. Ooh, the snake eyes. That wasn't terrible. I had a bunch of skinks, depending how the rest of the turn go, to kind of blitz them. So I think I was still okay even if they did get the ball. Although, I again want to block with... This is a perfect opportunity to block with you, but we'll save that for later. And it doesn't really matter what I pick, I suppose. Now, I have an opportunity. If the croc score gets down here, those 3 are vulnerable. And I still get a 2-die block, so that's probably the best I can ask for here. Where do I blitz? Where do I blitz with the block piece? Because if the strength 5 pushes, at the very least, then I can blitz whoever the hell I want. Which is probably going to be their block piece, honestly, because 1 good block frees up you. And then I can control the field again. And I want to keep the vampire from doing stuff. Even though it's still a 2-die block if it were to blitz. Okay, down you go. You're armor 8, though. And I think I will follow up because I am about to blitz, too. And then you're just going to block these 3. And nothing exciting happens, sadly. Now, ideally knock you down. That frees him up to do what my block piece was supposed to do. So that gives me so much more muscle, at least now. Now, what I am afraid of is the Crocsgore boneheading. But I have to activate him regardless, so I guess that's a moot point. It's only a push, but my prehensile tail is tying up 4 players. And now the moment of truth. Attempt number... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attempt number 5. And I guess I will have a chance to reroll this time, now that I have a numbers advantage. Not needed. Not needed in the slayest, but where do I put you? Because the vampire could still try a dodge, so I think... Actually, I'll just put you over here. And I'm just restarting my DX story, that's what that pause was. Because for some reason, if I record for more than 45 minutes, it takes so much longer for me to extract the audio for doing compression and noise reduction for the version I'm going to put on YouTube. Alright, Bloodlust fail, but that's not a huge issue. And they get the Hypnotic Gaze, so... But it does knock down a Thrall at least. So ideally, that keeps my Crocsgore safe. I wanted that injury, damn it. You robbed me of SPP. Okay. Blitz. I have Blodge, so almost nothing can knock me down besides a POW. I'm surprised she didn't follow up, but okay. Now, as much as I like to block with you, I think I just chanced the bonehead roll instead, because I want to make sure I have a nice window to at least get my Sorai up the field. Okay, 2-die block here. And where's my strength 5 pieces here, okay? So I can bash down the vampire at least. It might be smart, well, they're both armor 8, I was gonna say, so bashing Igor is not really useful. Blitz without doubt is on you, but I can't get a 3-die block without chancing a bunch of dice. So I think what I do, I try pushing you, and then have the skink tie up the thrall if he doesn't get knocked down. Come on, I have a reroll for this. Okay, that scared me that the 1 in 81 would screw me again. Alright, so we have a superior numbers advantage now. I just gotta make sure they can't get a blitz opportunity on my ball carrier. Which is really gonna suck, because if he doesn't get knocked down, he could do that. So where do I put you? Because I'm probably without a doubt gonna move my skinks out just to be safe. And they're the same odds as trying to block, so if any of these dodges fail, then I know a Sorai would get knocked down, which is probably worse in this situation. And I'll just have you block the vampire. Okay. Good thing I didn't chance those 2 Sorai blocks. Because one of those were bound to fail is what that tells me. Prehensile Tail says no. And you are not blitzing. Ooh. You get a 1 in 9 as well. I will take that. And now we are 1 turn away to get my second Sorai level up. Can I get any injuries though? Who do I want to get injuries? Because my one that had experience is kind of injured at the moment. Without a doubt, I want my Croxgore to get at least 1 more, if that's at all possible. And with Mighty Blow, he has the best chance, but I think I save him for later, because of the risk. So you stay there. I don't think there's a need to blitz, is there? I could blitz with a skink. But if all goes well, I shouldn't need to do that. So I think I might get a 3-die here. Oh no, why am I trying to blitz with you? Only a push, that's fine. So I got a 2-die block there, I can get a 3-die there, but I gotta make sure at least the Croxgore does alright. Doesn't fail. Otherwise that leaves a window. Okay, perfect. Sadly no armor break, but now I can get my 3-die block. Let's see, 1, 2... I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, I still have a blitz. Who am I kidding? I could still block him. Assuming... Yeah, I could still tie him up a bit. Although, it does rely heavily on him getting knocked down. So let's not get too excited. Because he's the one who might screw me over even with red dice. Let's just blitz to help give me that option. And dang it, I did that wrong. I was supposed to leave a window there for my Sorai. But it works. I got what I wanted. And I can still cover him pretty well. I want to go up here, but putting my Sorai here is still good. Now, moment of truth. Do we hurt a vampire or not? And I'll save the reroll for next turn. I basically have such overwhelming power that I should try every opportunity I can to get another injury. Okay, blitz on the skinks. It didn't pay off this time at least. You get... Okay, you fail the bloodlust, so... It does get the vampire off the field, I suppose. And really, I kind of want to beat up the thralls at this point, just because of their weaker armor. So that was convenient. How do we take advantage of this? Without a doubt, I want my croc score to bash something. But I think I want to do a little bit of crowd surfing. Or chain push. Just to make it a little bit harder for him to get to my ball carrier. Or not. Well, I'm getting as many knockouts as Gladiator against Rompke's elves. Which isn't terrible because it just means I can put the hurt on them that much more. And I get the 3-die block here. I'm going to have to dodge with a skink though if I want to cover my position. Assuming that does... it's not a 3-die block yet. Do I dodge with the skink now or not? I do have a reroll, so it's safer to just do this 3-die, or at least the strength 5 hit. Perfect. You can go for it to reach him, but you can't do anything else. Now, 3-die block. Hopefully we get an injury here. Hopefully. Odds are decent. No injury, only KOs. Well. I still meet my quota of getting 2 level ups on my Sorai. I was secretly hoping to maybe get 3, because there is a chance that MVP could still level up one of my Sorai that got an injury at least, or even my Kroxigor. But I'm still happy with 2 level ups. But 3, there was a decent chance of getting 3, depending on how the MVP rolls. And otherwise, I did not burn a blitz, so how the hell Oh, I just blitzed Igor. I guess that answers that question. And maybe that'll allow a 2-die... Yeah, I think it's only a 1-die block on the vampire. Yeah, it's only a 1-die block and I have no other pieces, so... I do have to reroll to chance this. At least it ties up the vampire in a much more awkward spot. Now, I gotta be very mindful. I really need that touchdown. So, 3-die blocks only, and I do have the reroll. Their hypnotic gazes have been on point, but not all that exciting otherwise. So only 2 players are actually standing. I would love nothing more than the bash with Krosa, but the loner is the wild card in that exchange, so... We do the 3-die block on the vampire here. I need strength 9. So... 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So there we go. There's my sweet eye on the vampire. I would need to roll 6 skulls for this to fail. Good thing I did not choose my Croxagore. I am seriously curious if there was a way. Actually, I could check by activating my Croxagore to see if I were to reroll. My thought process is I'm wondering if the loner would work or not, is what I'm thinking. Nope, the loner would not have worked if I did the Croxagore. So that was the right choice. I really want the Croxagore to bash because of the Mighty Blow. Had the best chance of an injury, but that would have screwed me right there if I did that. And they have one more turn of bashing, but I'm just going to put the Skinks on the front line, I think. Especially since almost all their players got back up too. Despite the number of KOs. So I would like the Block Skink to stay alive, but I think retaining... Actually, do I have a 0 SPP Sorai? Because I'm about to have enough cash. No, the 0 SPP Sorai was the one I touched down with. So the answer is no. Who am I kidding? I don't want to chance my Block Skink getting injured, I'm not gonna lie. You're the closest to an expendable Sorai, though. So we'll chance that at least. I was wondering if I try and brute force it again to make sure that they didn't get a good block, but probably safer this way. And they get a reroll for the trouble. Alright, so Skinks are going to get punished. That is without a doubt. I would have liked the Snake Eyes, but not much I could do about that. And now they're going to punch. Or they're going to blitz. That will be interesting. And he survives. Only to get punched again. Okay, I'm fine with those POWs. What do we get, though? And I still have an Apothecary if the worst is to happen here. Another POW. Injury. What kind of injury, though? Badly hurt, I'm fine. Congrats on the AI's level up. And the Sorai is safe. And that is game there. I met my quota. I got my two level ups. One due to the chainsaw killing itself. So that was kind of convenient. And Achel gets the MVP as well. I get my 3 Sorai dream. And it did not show the winnings, so I'm going to have to check to see what that is. To see if I want to re-roll it. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Advanced Management, what was the winnings there? I rolled a 2, so I'm going to without a doubt re-roll that. And hope the dang thing works properly. Okay, I got a 3, so I typed that in Discord, so I'm not cheating the system or anything like that. So now I gotta... make sure I apply that properly. And double check that to make sure it's accurate. Yeah, winning's 3, so that looks fine. And what kind of... well, I don't even need to look at this. Yep, so now I have 5 Sorai leveled up, and the Croc score got at least 1 injury. I am really curious because when I try to do winnings in the friendly games and that, it's really awkward and really inaccurate, so since I won that match, I don't know if I had fan factor or not, so that should put me at 100k, maybe 110 depending on the fame. So I'm just watching that for the sake if this is accurate or not. So one more time to be sure. And see if that did what it was supposed to. Okay, so I only got 30k, so that's kind of what I was wondering about. Because since I won that match, I should have gotten an extra 10k, so something is weird with that. I don't know why. Either way, we got 3 level ups, let's enjoy them. Sorry, Swen. You are in trouble, buddy. Now, it is a question if I want block on everyone or not. Because I am tempted to give one of them Mighty Blow. As much as I would like it, I'm not going to get a movement up. Block is too damn important. The exception might be a Mighty Blow. Now, to Mighty Blow or not, block on everyone is more consistent, and I do have a strength 5 piece for some ridiculous muscle too. I just don't have anyone dedicated as like a blitzer, which kind of would be what I would try and do with Mighty Blow piece, but considering I'm against Amazons, I'm going to have a lot more success with block. Never mind, block is just that amazing too. I don't know what I realistically wanted, because there's almost only one choice for your first level up with the Sorai, let's be fair. Because I got the strength up so early, I was kind of really upset about that, because it doesn't really give me anything so early on. Maybe some 3-eye blocks every now and then, but I have to commit extra assists for that though, which can be problematic sometimes, especially when I was playing so many stunties and elves, keep in mind. So they could have very easily dodged through my line if my formation wasn't really solid, and that really hurts with the strength 5, at least for taking advantage of the 3-eye blocks. Otherwise, that was a really nice boost to my roster that helps tremendously in dealing with Amazons for next week. So I apologize, Swen, for the trouble you might have there. I may not have tackle, but block is probably better, since I can use it for all the other matchups too, as well as have a good chance to knock down at least their line women. And you do not have you do have 1 guard, 2 wrestles, which can be problematic, but I think we're in good shape. I just have to keep an eye on this guard piece. You're the wild card that could cause problems for me. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. I will see you next time.